Madam Clerk, would you be so kind as to call the roll? I have a proclamation for National Telecommunications Week. Whereas police, fire, and paramedic personnel throughout the nation depend upon public safety dispatchers to provide them with efficient and accurate information, and whereas those dedicated professionals play a crucial role in ensuring that public safety resources are deployed in an effective and timely manner, and whereas public safety dispatchers are skilled individuals who carefully screen 911 calls to ensure that accurate information is taken and transmitted to public safety units in the field, and whereas public safety dispatchers provide an important service to the public and are an invaluable asset to the Inglewood community. Now therefore be it known that the Mayor and Council members of the City of Inglewood, California do hereby proclaim April 11th through 17th, 2015 as National Telecommunications Week in the City of Inglewood. Be it further known that the City of Inglewood salutes all public safety dispatchers for their professionalism, dedication, and outstanding contributions to the Inglewood community presented this 14th day of April. Do we have someone to accept this? Give me a list. That's not it.
List of what? Oh.
That's not it.
You might want to come over here.
You might want to revise and extend that remark.
Is this it right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have Miss Moran Metters, Miss Livonia Lampkin, Miss Chris Odom, and Jennifer Garcia will be accepting the proclamation for National Telecommunications Week. Are these ladies here? Oh, there they are. You done, Eloy? And we have one more proclamation proclaiming April 24th, 2015 as remembrance of the Armenian genocide of 1915 to 1923, declaring April 24th, 2015 as a day of remembrance of the Armenian genocide. Whereas the Armenian genocide was masterminded by the Young Turks, a political group that gained control of the Ottoman Empire and who believed in an extreme form of nationalism, and whereas the Armenian genocide is commemorated on April 24th because on that date in 1915, hundreds of Armenian leaders, writers, thinkers, and professionals in Constantinople were rounded up, deported, and killed, and whereas the Armenian genocide resulted in the deaths of over 1.5 million Armenian men, women, and children from 1915 to 1923, and whereas the Armenian genocide has been recognized as an attempt to eliminate all traces of a thriving and noble civilization over 3,000 years old, and whereas the Armenian genocide's 100th anniversary is commemorated in the recognition of the need for constant vigilance to prevent similar atrocities from occurring in the future, now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council members of the city of Inglewood, California, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2015 as a day of remembrance of the Armenian genocide of 1915 to 23, presented this 14th day of April by the mayor and city council. I don't think we have anyone to accept it. Any persons wishing to comment on any item on today's agenda may do so at this time, with the exception of the public hearing. Hearing no comment, Madam Clerk, item 1, let's open the successor agency housing authority.
Quorum is present.
Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move allow payments.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council and agency members, Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Buds.
Aye. Madam Clerk, what's the next scheduled matter?
Next scheduled matter is a public hearing to receive public input and consider an ordinance authorizing ExxonMobil Oil, formerly known as Mobil Oil Corporation, to operate and maintain an underground pipeline for the transmission of hydrocarbon substances in the city of Inglewood for 20 years.
Madam Clerk, has the notice of the hearing been given in the time, form, and manner as required by law? And do you have the affidavit on file?
Notice has been given and affidavit is on file.
Have you received any communications on the matter? Mr. City Manager, is there staff report?
Yes, Mr. Lewis Atwill, Public Works Director, will give the staff report.
Mr. Atwell.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. The item before you is a recommendation to conduct a public hearing to receive public input and consider an ordinance authorizing ExxonMobil Oil Corporation to operate and maintain a crude oil pipeline in the city of Inglewood for 20 years. On June 30th, 1992, the mayor and members of the City Council at that time adopted an ordinance number 92-07 granting ExxonMobil a 20-year franchise to operate a 16-inch, 11,050 linear feet pipeline which transports crude oil from Central California to the ExxonMobil refinery in Torrance, California. The pipeline traverses the city beginning at La Cienega Boulevard and Industrial Avenue and extending south on Hyde Park Boulevard, east on Queen, and then south on Inglewood Avenue, ending at Century Boulevard. The operation and maintenance of the pipeline is subject to several state and federal regulations and standards, including the Pipeline Safety Act of 1981, American National Standard Code for Pressure Piping, the Department of Transportation, and the American Petroleum Institute Standard 1104. The available information indicates ExxonMobil has operated the pipeline in full compliance with these regulations and standards since construction in 1993. Inline inspections are performed every 5 years to ensure the safety and integrity of the pipeline. The most recent inspection was performed February 21st, 2013.
Oh, the mic was off. Now it's on.
Okay.
Under the terms and conditions of the ordinance, ordinance number 92-07, ExxonMobil pays the annual franchise of $3.75 per linear foot, plus an additional adjustment calculated using the producer price index for all commodities as defined by the United States Department of Labor Bureau of Statistics. So right now it's about $7 a foot. Take into consideration all those calculations with inflation. The city received notification of ExxonMobil's request to extend the operation of the pipeline for another 20 years in July 2011. The city and ExxonMobil have been in negotiations since that time in order to extend the agreement. The city and ExxonMobil have agreed to use the actual length of the pipeline. It's my understanding that when the pipeline was designed, it was 11,050 feet. It's actually 11,001 feet, so now they've recognized that in the new franchise agreement. And so the annual franchise fee will be calculated accordingly. It is recommended that the mayor and council members adopt an ordinance granting ExxonMobil the right to operate and maintain the pipeline in the city for transmission of crude oil for the next 20 years. That concludes my report.
Any persons from the public who wish to address the council on this matter can come forward right now. Hearing no comment, is there any council comment?
For me.
I'd just like the clarification on the 11,000.
One.
Yeah. I'll make the motion and wait for the reading.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Council members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. I'll introduce consent calendar items 2 through
7.
8.
8
8.
and CSA 2.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Council and agency members, Dodson, Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor, Chairman Buds.
Aye. 01.
Staff report recommending adoption of an ordinance number 15-11 authorizing an amendment to the contract with the Board of Administration of California Public Employees Retirement System, CalPERS.
Motion to wait for the reading.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Council members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Move adoption.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Council members, Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A1.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members, Dodson,
Aye.
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A2.
Thank you, Mayor. No.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. CM1.
Yes, good evening, Mayor and City Council. Just wanted to announce to the public that our new street sweeping company started on Monday. And so instead of 2 trucks out in the community, we have 6. So they should see a big difference in the cleanliness of our streets throughout the city. And so we're happy to have them on board. They are National Environmental Services. And also, as I'm sure people have all noticed, on La Brea and Florence, we now have MTA has started building the bridge over La Brea. And please be careful as you maneuver through there. Pedestrians, you can only walk on the west side of the street, and also the lanes have been adjusted. So just be careful as you transverse through that intersection.
Thank you. CC1. Madam City Clerk?
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to say that I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I'm able to serve another 4 years as the city clerk. And I thank God for stirring up the hearts of the people to receive me. And I always said that Inglewood residents were our greatest assets. And so I'm just thankful and grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations,
Thank
Madam
you.
City Clerk. Another winner. CT1, CSA 3H2, and Open the Financing Authority.
Quorum is present.
And F1.
The monthly treasurer's report for the month ending February 28th, 2015.
Receive and file. And CT2, Madam City Treasurer.
Thank you, Mayor. I too am very grateful for those who voted for me, and I certainly appreciate the support. Thank you very much, all of you. And for the Treasurer's report, I'd like to report for the month of February. And again, the report will be online tomorrow, but the previous report is online, is on my website, rather, and you can go there and view it for those who are not able to attend the council meetings. For the city of Inglewood, the total cash and investments is $73,349,626, and the total interest earnings is $33,688. The successor agency, total funds under management is $100,701,711, and the interest for debt service is $10,610. Housing Authority, $100,806. Public finance, $13,507,871, and the debt service interest is $1,735. Total funds under management is $187,666,014. And again, do take a look at the, a million, what did I say? No, yeah, $187,660,014. That, and again, the report will be on the, will be posted also to my website tomorrow, but the one for the previous month is there now. And the current investments for the city, the total bonds as of today, outstanding is total bond securities that I have invested is $45,522,188, and the market value of these investments is $42,431,544. And keep in mind, I hold investments until maturity, so this is just the current market, the market value of what today's market says, but these will be held until maturity. And the current interest rate, the coupon on these bonds is average roughly about 1.2%. And the certificates of deposit that I have invested also to have a bit of diversification is $1,750,000, and the total investments is $44,272,188. And again, I want to also thank all of the residents who came out to the free income tax service, and we had a very robust practice this time. A number of residents took advantage of it, and some that did live in Inglewood also took advantage of it. And the income of most of these retirees ranged between about $27,000 to $68,000. So I prepared them to the whole month of February and March, but most of the people came in on March. So next year I'm going to limit it to just the whole month of March on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And again, it's W-2 income, 1099 income. W-2 is wage income, 1099 miscellaneous income, and 1099-R income, which is retirement income. I had a few that came in was making over $100,000, but some of them had Schedule C income, so we were not able to accommodate them. So anyhow, thank all the residents for coming out. I expect to do the same program again next year. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you, Madam City Treasurer. Councilman Dotson, do you have any council comments? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Okay. Councilman Ralph Franklin nominates and I appoint Jacqueline Cochran to the Library Commission.
I concur.
Madam City Clerk?
Council members Dodson, Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Councilman George W. Dotson nominates and I appoint Maxine Toller to the Senior Center Advisory Committee. Madam City Clerk?
Council members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. And now we'll get to council comments, if there are any. Councilman
I have
Dotson.
comments.
All right.
First of all, I want to congratulate Councilman Morales, Councilman Franklin, City Clerk Yvonne Horton, the City Treasurer Wanda Brown on their election.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I also would like to thank Assemblymember Autumn Burke for a very informative town hall meeting and panel discussion on the future of the Inglewood School District this past Saturday. If you missed it, you missed a good meeting. This coming Saturday, so mark your calendars, April 18th, we'll have an Earth Day Festival on the South Lawn here at City Hall. There will be activities and fun for the whole family, so please join us, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I would like to invite all the First District residents and businesses to join with me, the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Contributions can be made online at relayforlife.com under Team Dotson. So please go online, make your contribution, and plan to be with us. It'll be 24 hours of a lot of fun. We'll raise the money, and maybe we can eradicate cancer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Padilla.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of comments. First off, again, just congratulations to the elected officials. And I want to thank the community, the residents, for voting to keep our team together. Thank you so much for coming out and making that happen. On your way to Earth Day, stop by the ICOP Center for District 2, which is located at La Brea and Centinela. From 10 to 12, we're going to be doing the shredding event. Now, tomorrow's tax day, so after you've gone through and you've gotten rid of all your stuff and your money, and you have things that need to get shredded, bring it down to the ICOP Center. We'll be there from 10 to 12. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Even if you want to just stop by, have a cup of coffee, have a refreshment, that's just as good also. Past Saturday, besides attending the Assemblywoman's Town Hall meeting, I also had an opportunity to attend the Fire Station 58's Pancake Breakfast. Had a great event, very well attended by residents, not only from the Ladera Heights area, but from Inglewood, because Station 58 also covers North Inglewood. So it was good to see the community come out and support their pancake breakfast. I also had a chance to represent the mayor and the council at the South Bay Alcohol Awareness Event, which was held 2 weeks ago in the city of Gardena. Another very well-attended event by cities throughout the South Bay. This afternoon, I had an opportunity to represent the mayor and the council at the AIDS Project LA lunch event in West Hollywood. Again, these are the type of events that, as your council, we attend to keep our name out there and to continue to be engaged with the community. That being said, I also want to remind you about Relay for Life on June the 7th, as Councilmember Dotson mentioned. Come out and support our community, whether it's for District 1, the mayor's team, the executive team. The important thing is come out and support Inglewood. Come out and enjoy. It's a fun day. It kicks off at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and it goes till 9 o'clock in the morning Sunday. Save the date for May 7th. I'm having a town hall meeting. That's a Thursday night. Thursday night in Community Room A downstairs, commencing at 6:30 in the evening. So please put that on your calendar. And I want to congratulate LA World Police Department, LAWA, Lieutenant Michael Edwards, retired after 34 years of dedicated service. By the way, Mary said to say hi to you.
All right.
He's also a District 2 resident and has volunteered for our community. So I want to congratulate him on 34 years of dedicated service. With that, thank you so much for being out here tonight.
Thank you, Councilman Padilla. Councilman Franklin, newly reelected.
Yes, thank you. Again, I'm just truly honored and blessed to identify that there were so many residents that did exercise their right to vote. And I was blessed to be unopposed after 12 years in office. And I'm just honored of the gratitude that the residents as a whole appreciates of my efforts. I also want to reach out to my colleagues, Yvonne Horton and Wanda Brown and Eloy Morales Jr., because we were all incumbents, and your votes made a clear statement and direction that that the city is going in the right direction. And as one individual stated earlier today that someone is a spark plug, well, you truly are, Mayor. And through your leadership and the support of this council, we are making international recognition that our city once again is being truly recognized, and I commend you for your efforts and leadership as well. Mayor, I will ask that you close the meeting in honor of Julius, Julius Dixon, Dickson, the husband of Rosie Dixon, who's been a longtime member of Central Baptist Church. He passed away the other day, and the services will be next week at the church. Rosie has been very active in the community, including a regular supporter of the poll workers for the city of Inglewood as well. I just want to also make sure people understand about the State of the City address, that there are seats available free to the public if you desire to want to go to the event, which is Thursday, April 23rd from 11:30 to 1:30. In addition, I want to recognize an outstanding student who received a 4-year scholarship from Southern California Edison, a student at City Honors. This Friday, I attended a special ceremony, surprised her by going to the classroom. Her parents and other family members showed up. It's caught her completely off guard, and Southern California Edison presented her with a check for $40,000. So we thank the Southern California Edison for being a true partner. We thank Kailani, Kailan Brown, for her scholastic achievement and bestowing the honor of receiving the award for her scholastic achievement. And then finally today, as I'm getting ready to leave this evening to go enjoy a Epsom salt bath, we did campus beautification just a few moments ago between 2:30 and 5 at Benneque Elementary School, whereby we did murals and planting flower beds, etc. And the theme was College-Bound Bears, which is the Bears is the name of the mascot for the school. And one mural had the painting of butterflies, etc., of the children real thinking about where they're going to go in their life. And on the other mural wall was all the various colleges that the teachers had graduated from, to get them to visualize that they too can join their faculty to go to those universities as well. Outstanding honor with parents, teachers, and community. We were all out there together. And on that note, everyone have a blessed evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Franklin. Councilman Morales, another landslide.
Thank you. Just to go back real quick, Southern California Edison, it's not the first year. They've been doing it every year. Last year, they gave a $40,000 scholarship to another student from City Honors that was going on a full ride to MIT. So, I mean, there are partners, and it seems like we're getting a lot of partners. I want to take the time to just thank the District 3 residents who came out to vote. I'm just grateful for the support I received, and it's amazing just having gone through my campaign, the amount of support that the city is seeing from the residents. They really are happy with what's going on here, and the election is part of how you see. I mean, if they didn't like it, we wouldn't be here. But I know, I just want to say that I have a lot of people to thank for the support I received, and the gentleman on this dais, Spark Plug and everybody else, and staff, because any success I have as a council member is completely and directly tied to staff and the members on this dais, and I won't forget it. So I appreciate it, and we'll just keep it going. Thank you.
Just to answer Ms. Sly's questions, first about the form. The form will not be demolished, destroyed, what have you. That rumor was seized upon because of an interview that USA Today did with me. They intended to be a video interview, and they cut it up so it looked as if I was saying the arena that would be demolished was the Forum, and we were talking about the grandstand for the racetrack. That's where I was standing. And of course they pulled it down because it was cut wrong, and then we have, you know, some silly little people that live near you that got a clip of it and they put it on the internet, and they're telling everybody that we're going to tear down the Forum. So, you know, someone with common sense would realize, of course we're not going to tear down the Forum. One, it's owned by Madison Square Garden. And so unless they were going to tear it down, it wouldn't happen. So you can rest assured and tell all your neighbors, no, that's just another one of those urban rumors. And then about selling the city. The Daniel Freeman site actually was private property, and it was sold, and it's being developed into actually upper income housing. And so I don't see that as First of all, we're not selling it, so it's not the city selling the property, but it's being developed into upper income housing, somewhere in the $400,000 to $600,000 range. So I think that you and the neighbors will be pleased with this upgrade for that property. It's lain fallow for far too long. As far as the state of the city, what most people don't realize is that's the biggest fundraiser for the Chamber of Commerce they have every year. But any resident and anyone that wants to come for free and hear the State of City address can come in and sit in the bowl seating. The only seats that are paid for are the ones where a lunch is provided, and that is catered and it costs money, so therefore tickets are sold. And the seats that are bought by the city actually are populated by commissioners and residents, so it's residents that are being served. Fantastic things happening in the city, just fantastic things, and I'm just grateful for the support of this council and primarily the residents that were so instrumental in the initiative campaign to allow us to continue to fast track this enhancement to our already long EIR'd Hollywood Park specific plan, and things should continue to proceed on point for us to break ground on a stadium in December. And then, as far as polls and elections, you know, the biggest poll there is an election. People poll for everything all year long, and I thought I did well on my election at 83% of the vote. I was pretty pumped up, and then the city clerk and Eloy Morales coming at 88 and 90%. I felt like I squeaked by now. You know, I said 90%, and then of course, you know, no one even ran against Councilman Franklin and the city treasurer, and that speaks volumes about the respect for the work that they've done. I've never had the honor to work with such a distinguished and accomplished group of people that have done so much for the people they're sworn to serve, and I'm just proud to be amongst you. And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And I want to close in the name of Julius Dixon, the husband of Rosie, and we're adjourned.